And now moving to South America, Colombia has sent its special forces to guerrilla-controlled areas near the Venezuelan border. This after a recent surge in violence killed over 100 people and displaced more than 20,000. The fresh wave of violence has hit the Catatumbo region, a mountainous area in northeastern Colombia. Last week, two rebel groups, the National Liberation Army, or the ELN, and factions of the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, or the FARC, began fighting. While they maintained a truce in the strategic border region for quite some time, the two groups clashed over dominance over cocoa plantations and drug smuggling routes just last Thursday. Reports say the conflict turned deadly when the ELN rebels accused civilians of helping their rivals and executed some in their homes. However, the ELN group has instead accused the FARC rebels of murdering civilians.
Yes, some bodies have not yet been recovered. We are trying to locate them with funeral homes that are working on it. And there is the issue of security. There is a fear among the community, a fear that is generating all the displacements. We need to strengthen security in order to have our lives in our municipalities.
The spiraling violence forced the Colombian government to declare a state of emergency and deploy 5,000 troops in the region.
A big disaster there. People kicking us out, that was ugly. Bullets and all that stuff. Ugly, ugly.
Where exactly do you come from?
From La Guabara. They took us out of there in a truck this morning.
Who came?
A few. The people from there were scared. They couldn't do anything. They left what they could and took what they could and fled.
Colombian President Gustavo Petro has also suspended peace talks with the ELN, accusing the rebel group of war crimes. Thousands of residents in the border region have now fled their homes, leaving ghost towns and seeking shelter in neighboring Venezuela.
It's complicated because you could hear the shots when they faced each other and all that, I think, among themselves. I didn't see it, but I heard it. One doesn't see, but hears the disaster, right? Then that stuff alters you, and then out of respect for life, because you only have one life, the best thing is to flee.
Now, according to the United Nations, 30 people have been kidnapped, including 3 government officials who were part of the peace talks between the Colombian government and the ELN. And while Colombia's army has rescued dozens of people, at least 1,000 remain trapped in their homes, hoping the violence will end soon.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines, detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on Firstpost.